This is Rob, the host of BSing with Y Eagle Y, a veteran run podcast where real talk, music, and good vibes collide. We bring you comical relief with our open season episodes and interviews with bands across every genre. From rock to country to hip hop, catch every episode on Rumble, Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify. Or visit our website at bsinwithyeagley.com. That's bsinwithyeagley.com. I want to give a big shout out to Ed, the man behind Static Shift Radio, holding it down for rock artists and keeping the scene alive. Go show him some love. Check out the website where you can find Static Shift Radio Station and upcoming events. That's staticshiftradio.com. Now, rolling with me is the producer, Disease. Usually he's in the back scenes. You can't see him, you can't hear him.
Back there.
So he's joining me tonight, and we may have some guests popping in. So you stay tuned. So, welcome to Louisiana, where the food is amazing, the people are friendly, and apparently somebody made some real questionable decisions in the past because these laws are wild. Let's break down the top 10 craziest laws in the state, starting with number one. So, number one, wake sandwich limit. And I don't mean water wake. So, at funeral wakes, you
Or when
are
you awake in the morning.
there's an actual law where you cannot have more than 3 sandwiches.
I'm just drinking. Go ahead.
So,
Well, I know when I'm crying and bawling my eyes out at a funerary, I need to shovel as many sandwiches in my gob as I can in honor of the person that has died. And I find this law offensive and sandwichist. It is against sandwich rights, and we need to fight for sandwich rights, especially the rye and the pumpernickel, because pumpernickel doesn't get used as much as it should. It's really amazing.
well, let me explain to the audience what we're doing. This is open season, all right? And normally we have several other guys, well, the guys from other bands, some good friends of ours that are on too. Now, what we've started for open season is that we're going to pick every state and we're going to start off talking about the 10 craziest laws. Every state has them. And I thought about starting with another one, Alabama. That one, I've seen some crazy laws. But we're going to make it to them shortly if you stay tuned to the future open seasons. So, to continue on, uh, talking about the craziest laws, let's see where we have here. Also, if you think this is BS, you can go to uh, there's several lawyer pages that have this and some documentation. Um, so I do have the proof. If one of you find it questionable, you can make a comment on YouTube. I'll send you over where to find it.
I
So,
want to know what the penalties are for that law. So, like, you eat 4 sandwiches and a cop beats your ass and tases you because you ate 4 sandwiches
hey, that's a good
at a
question.
plate. Like, what's the
But
punishment?
I did find something about, why this law came about. And let's see. Actually, I have a little information on all the 10 that we have tonight. Let's see.
Is the
Wake
Earl
sandwich
sandwich?
limits. This law appears. See, it appeared in folkloric lists. One source said it exists, but notes there is no documented enforcement or reliable origin. Possible rationale in the southern Cajun culture, funeral wakes and post burial meals are major communal events. It may have originated to prevent excessive consumption of food, sorry, fuel, food at a wake, which might leave a little for a grieving family.
Yeah, well, if
So,
you've seen how big the people are here, I realize why they made that law.
Yeah, I've seen several. What about your girlfriend?
But
Yeah,
Snap's gonna hit her hard.
I ain't seen her lately.
Ah, they took my Snap benefits just like they took my feet
Oh
from
no.
the diabetes. I had to grow a long tongue because my feet's gone and my hands having problems too. So I just snatch up my meal with this prehensile tongue. That's how evolution works. It works in mysterious ways.
What do you think about that law?
I think it's right. I think it's just. I just think it's funny because who's going to enforce it? Like they have cops at wakes, like, don't you eat that other sandwich? We saw you ate three already. You eat it, we're coming to tase you and pepper spray you, put you in the paddy wagon. It's like, oh, I went to jail once. It was horrible. What'd you get? What are you in for? Eating four sandwiches at a wake. Oh God, don't mess with him.
I was only supposed to eat three.
Damn, that guy's tough. I've only killed three people. He ate four sandwiches at a wake.
Uh, yeah, that's pretty crazy. I don't know. I don't know. Weird. A lot of people would say weird.
Yeah,
So,
there is some strange. I know a lot of states have weird, strange laws. A lot of them are old too, like really old.
well,
You know, oh, go ahead, sorry.
one of the reasons why I brought it up and I told you that we were going to talk about it is because I found it hilarious. I come across, a law, and I was like, "What? What kind of sense? This is this the people that we have running the state or the country, or you know what I'm saying? Like they're making this kind of law. Maybe we should bench them. You know?
Mm, yeah,
Yeah.
I think all of ours need benching. The and not bench pressing. Why don't they make like laws that are worth the crap? Like the change the damn battery in your fire alarm law. So we don't have to hear the beep of it when it's low.
think
But
that
no,
think
you
that
don't get those laws.
think that means you should go change your battery.
That's what I'm saying. Have a law for that. I mean, it should be illegal anyway because the battery's low, and if a fire happens, you might burn up. And plus, I don't want to hear the beep anyway. Like, dang man, you gotta change the battery. It's change the battery law. No, battery life matters.
Yeah, to women.
Oh, especially to them. They need all the battery they can get.
So we're gonna we're
Unless you
gonna
plug
move.
into 110.
We're gonna move. Yeah, we're gonna move on to number two. No snakes near Mardi Gras parades. It is illegal to bring a snake within 200 yards of Mardi Gras.
Now, does that include trouser snakes? Because my anaconda don't want none unless you got beads, hun. Get it? Because of Mardi Gras and the beads?
Uh huh. Well,
That
this is listed among the strange laws in Louisiana, but it also can be found on, and I'm not sponsored by any of these people, or am I trying to, you know, point you in this kind of direction to use this type of lawyer? But you could find it on the Morris Bart website. Um,
he's already
the,
sued a few people over this snake law, believe me.
the Mardi Gras parade draw large crowds, lots of people, floats, beads, public spectacles. Bringing snakes into the environment could pose safety risks, bites, escapes, startling the crowd, or liability issues. So that's one of the reasons why the
Yeah,
law was
signed
enacted.
signed Samuel L. Jackson is what it says at the bottom of that.
Snakes
Why
on a
these
plane.
monkey fucking snakes in my goddamn parade?
Hmm.
Get them out of here.
No,
Him and underneath him is Indiana Jones' signature too. You get it?
Yeah. Well,
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
yeah. Scared of a snake. I can tell you when we get to the third one is the one I come across, and I was like, I had to look up some other ones. So, but
So, did they have a problem with people bringing snakes to, like, pet snakes to Mardi Gras or something? You know? Well, you know what? The Mardi Gras originates with Carnival, actually, right? So it comes from Carnival, which is South America. And in Carnival, that's a huge. Have you ever watched a Carnival parade?
mm-mm.
It's insane and gorgeous, gorgeous women hardly wearing anything, which is not why I watch it at all. I watch it for the entertainment value. Anyway,
Bull.
they have they wear snakes sometimes at those. So I'm wondering if they brought it over here and we're like, no, 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 no snakes at this one. Don't you bring that snake in? Let's say 20 feet of this parade. And
Well,
they
see,
wrote it into law.
another thing is in New Orleans you have a lot of Northerners that have migrated down there. Also try to cook gumbo. They call it gumbo. Looks like soup. That's not real
Yeah.
gumbo. So
Gumbo lasts with you. It sticks on your tongue.
made with roux, or you make
Mm-hmm.
your own homemade roux.
Yeah, you know what leaf that comes from? Not to get off track. It's crazy. You got some in your backyard, probably. It's nuts.
I think I know what you're talking about. Let's see.
I forgot the name of it now. God dog it, I just had it in my mind.
uh,
My
uh,
brain's not what it once was.
man, you can make tea with the root.
You don't hear typing.
Yeah.
Hurry, talk so people can hear
uh,
typing.
alpha. Dang, brain fart, man. What do you call it? It's all
I'm trying to
over.
think of it before the web
It's
page opens.
3 different types of leaves. If you dry the leaves, you can make. Actually, you make the. Oh, what do you call? Filet. You make filet out of the leaves. I don't
Yeah.
think. You make roux out of flour. You
Well,
make
yeah,
you make the fillet
it's
out
the
of
filet.
yeah out of that. Yeah, you got a little mixed up. Yeah, because I make my own roux. I should have caught that.
Yeah. I said the wrong thing. It's sassafras.
Sassafras. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
use the root or the leaves.
it's spelled file though. Where do they keep the files in the gumbo? They're in
Yeah,
the computer.
you only see that when you go to prison. Somebody trying to give you a file instead of fillet.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I said filet. Shh. Oh yeah. Okay. There's a file in there. Down here they eat the file. They need iron.
All
They
right.
break some teeth.
So moving on to number 3, tying an
We're back.
alligator to a fire hydrant.
So this has to be from when there was a Cajun got really drunk. It had to have been from that. I bet you there's probably another law about traffic safety cones too, and not tying stuff to them.
dude, you can't even touch an alligator anymore. You know, you lose so much freedom in every state.
Yeah.
You know,
Ever since that alligator Me Too movement, they claim sexual harassment right away.
yeah.
Can't do nothing to an alligator. I'm gonna stick me thumb up its bunghole. Better not do that. They have more rights than you, those alligators.
Well, let's see where it came from.
Well, for one, it had to be newer because, like they didn't have fire hydrants 150 years ago. So it's a newer law. And it may have been written by a dog because they were trying to pee on the fire hydrant and there was a damn gator in the way.
It's not saying that somebody actually done it, but it had to have been done because why come up with a stupid law. So it says fire hydrants must remain accessible for firefighters. Tying an animal, especially a dangerous one, to a hydrant could block access, hamper emergency response, or present hazards.
So they wrote that because somebody tied a gator to a fire hydrant and then called the fire department. It
Yeah,
was like
set
they
something
gonna
on fire. It
them
set
boys
something on
gonna freak
fire.
out when they see that there gator on that fire hydrant. I tell you
Yeah,
what,
watch them try to hook up the hose.
yeah, they gonna try to put that hose down that gator mouth. I guarantee.
Oh
They pull
Lord,
up and they're like, somebody did it again. We're
yeah,
gonna have to make a law about this.
that's crazy. I tell you what, I can't wait to get some of the other states because whenever I was reading these, I looked at a couple other states, and whew, dude, you can't. There's one about marrying your cousin. For
That's got to
real.
be Kentucky.
Yes, there's one about marrying your cousin, and I'm not
Everybody
gonna.
in Kentucky looks the same. It's got to be Kentucky. I'm
I'm
not
not.
kidding. You go into Walmart and you're like,
I
you go down the aisle, you see somebody like, didn't
thought
I
that was
just see
West
them as the
Virginia.
greeter at the entrance?
Thought that was West Virginia.
It's the whole area. It's
I'm not saying
Virginia's right next to it.
not saying Kentucky. I got friends in Kentucky.
I got family that was in Kentucky.
Yeah,
That's how I know. I went to a Walmart up there and was like, I just saw that girl 2 aisles ago, and it was wearing something different.
all family.
Yeah. And then you go down the next aisle and like, hold on, what? Is that girl changing clothes every aisle she goes down?
That's
They know
wild.
it.
Yep. So, anything interesting happened since we last been on here?
Uh, in the world? Because there's a lot of stuff happening. Ireland done erupted. UK's going nuts right now because they got some issues there.
Hmm.
They got a whole town that's like mostly Bangladeshi Muslims, and it's not looking good. Like they're having issues with them. It's so many of them that they have signs in English and Bangladeshi because they can't read the English. It's like, why would you move to a country you don't even know the language and not even try to learn it? Unless you just want to take over. It's just really weird. Same
So,
thing in Ireland. They're doing the same thing in Ireland. It's like, why is this so widespread? I think it's because those countries are full. I mean, you think about it. Back when I was in school, back in the time before time of long, long ago, uh, they used to say there was 1.6 billion people in India, and they used to say there was 1.8 in China, and this was years ago. So there's got to be more than that now. That country's probably full to burst, and they're spilling over the border, on their own. Even if they didn't want to, they'd fall over the border because there's too many of them in that country.
so you wrong has some comments in Rumble.
Oh, he's on Rumble. He can't make up his mind. He was on YouTube the other day.
Well, probably because we can't. Last time it did not record, but sometimes it's difficult. Rumble works when it wants to.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're doing that everywhere though. It's not just the West. They're doing it all over. So it's this big movement, and they're not the only ones doing it. There's a lot of other cultures that got this idea too. Who knows where? The thing is, where are they getting the funding for it too? Who's paying them to do what they're doing? Because somebody has to be. You
Hmm.
know, you don't just up and go. You know what? I want to move to a foreign country just to do it. Have no idea what you're going to do when you get there. Nothing, but let's go do it. So they got to be either getting information or funding from somewhere to just pack up and leave like that.
Well, before we get too far, and I forget, after drinking a few adult beverages, I would like to share with the audience and viewers an event coming up November 14th. All right. So Static Shift Radio presents, and they're in collaboration with Toys for Tots, as Rock for Tots. There's 4 bands that are going to be playing. This is going to be a live stream event, and you can find it on staticshiftradio.com, hosted by the Ferg. And the Ferg, if you're wondering, is the co-host that usually you see next to me doing the interviews, while Disease is producing, adjusting sounds and video.
Trying to. I
So
always have to turn Ferg down. He knows
he's got to put his mic like 2 miles away.
it. His
Yeah.
voice carries so well. I wish mine did.
Oh yeah, dude, he could give a speech in a crowd of people without a mic,
Yeah.
but he's got that radio voice. So
Hmm.
I wish I had that, that type of voice. So anyway, live on YouTube, November 14th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. That would be 6 p.m. Central time for those of you that are in my time zone. But the 4 bands, Take It or Leave It, Paris on Fire, Thunder Sun, and Punk Angels. So this is for Toys for Tots. So uh, make sure if y'all not doing anything on November 14th, pop in and check it out. Make some donations for some kids for the holidays. So
Did we get our third person yet? Or they
last I seen, he was still trying. But anybody that's in the audience that would love to jump on and enjoy this or enjoy the entertainment or in the talk this round, send us your email address, or if you know one of us, send them to your email address, and he'll send you a code. You can pop in.
Yeah, if you send
No
me your social security number too, that would help.
no names, Gary.
Gary. I put that in my Discord. Gary from Fallout. You know when you go in the vault.
Look, I
I
can
don't know if
fit.
he's watching.
We could do 10 people on this stream.
You could do 10 people. I can only do maybe 2 at a time.
That's funny.
Maybe. Maybe 3. Depends on what night it is.
Anyway, I'm cooking dinner. Yeah, I'd say
You get in
something
there
like
and
that
make me
too.
a sandwich. Get there and make me a sandwich, Shane. He'll be a good wife one day. No, Shane can cook from what I've heard and from
It
what I've
is.
smelled.
Yeah, that's Shane, and Gary is probably on Discord.
Is Gary on Discord?
No, I don't know. I was just guessing.
Oh, he's around. It ain't past his bedtime yet.
Baked chicken in a mushroom sauce with wild rice.
I cooked ramen a few nights ago. I took a piece of pork, just a pork roast, not roast, a pork steak with the bone in it. And I cut all the fat off of it. And I cut the uh, the meat into little strips, and I cooked it all together, the fat and everything. And I like burnt the fat till all the grease came out, and I poured it in the ramen. It was so damn good. Oh my god, it was amazing. Like so savory. Like it's the quick way of doing a ramen because in Japan they do like for hours they'll cook a ramen. They'll cook a ramen for like 12 hours, and then it's a big deal over there. Me, I'm like I don't have that time.
But that's real ramen.
Yeah,
That's not American ramen.
yeah. Well, I
Like,
I didn't use the little ramen packets. I bought some ramen that's actual like real ramen, like you know
one of these
noodles.
days, our country is going to take pride in what they create again, and we'll actually have some good stuff, not stuff trying to kill us.
Yeah, they're gonna take pride in all the robots. They're gonna take your job.
Well, they'll never be able to take my job.
Don't say that, but they will. I'm
We'll
guarantee they'll try at least.
we'll be the last of the Mohegans.
Yeah, they're gonna come for everybody's job. You think it won't happen? I guarantee it will.
You know
When
the interesting thing was, remember say 10 years ago, they pushed and pushed young children to program.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, man, we don't have many people in the programming sector. We need some programmers. Teach your kids
Yep.
programming. Go to school to program. And the first jobs that are going like taken over by AI is
Low level
programmers.
programming. Yeah, the
Yeah.
high level programs still have theirs, but it's it's funny because they program their own demise. You know,
Yeah.
they're
Well,
being paid to develop the programs that will replace them. Just like what happened with Xbox. You know, the Xbox Studios, they started using AI already. They replaced some of their staff at because they own Activision, which also owns Candy Crush.
yeah.
King, King, the developer of Candy Crush, King, is actually under the Activision umbrella, and they fired I forget how many people and replaced them with AI after they had those people develop the AI. So it's already happened in those sectors, but they say that the code is shoddy because of AI hallucinations, and AI hallucinations are basically. I was dealing with that earlier with
Uh
AI
huh.
hallucinations.
Yeah, I
They
remember. He was
they
getting
read the
fired
first
up.
part of what you say, and then they don't care about the rest, and they're like, well, just throw something out there.
Yeah, he was
It's
getting
like
fired up. He
it,
he he's got to talk to him like a kindergarten.
it didn't help. They don't listen. Like I give it a prompt, and it's like, okay, give you the same thing back. It was so aggravating. The they act like a kid who's got extreme ADHD. It's
Hmm.
like if you don't get your point across within like the first two words,
That's
then it's like it'll hallucinate the rest of it for you.
that's my oldest son. But you know, I do want to share something with the viewers. Is that the podcast is going international, and what I mean about going international is that we have our first interview with a rock band from England. So,
I
and I'm
thought you were
not
gonna say
talking.
India.
No, I do have stuff in the works for India too. There's also
Oh God, I was
there's
gonna do
a
my Indian voice. Now I feel like they're gonna get offended.
there's a rock band out of India that's in touch with the radio station. So I partner with Static Shift Radio. Ed, he helps me out. Also the Ferg. So we all help each other out. I find rock bands for him. He has rock bands that play on his station, and sends them my way. So you gotta love it.
If I was an Indian dude who had a rock band, I would change my name to Dell, Del, and the name of the band would be "Thank You for Choosing Dell."
Oh, dude.
Then we would be a hit instantly. I guarantee it'd be funny as hell. You're like,
Wow.
have you heard of that band?
I was a little excited, man, because just to be international, especially the country where young blood, if I can get him on a show, that'd be awesome. He's blowing up, dude. After he played with Ozzy,
We got to get
he's
Ramstein too.
there.
Those are crazy bastards. I tell you that.
Yeah,
They nuts. You could tell by their music videos. They're wild.
yeah. But we just to talk a little about the show is we do this podcast to have fun. We shoot the shit. We enjoy ourselves, especially on open season. Anyone that we know, or they're more than welcome to come on the show, and we just shoot the shit. And usually it ends up being 3.5 hours, not intentionally, but we have such a great conversation, and it ends up being that long. But when we do the podcast for music artists, we do those for the new and upcoming artists, help them get out there. I'll listen. I'll come across some music, and I'm like, man, that's got a nice tune, and a sound to it. So I'll check out. I'll go to one of the music apps, and I'll check out their other music. Then I'm like, dang, we got to get them on the show. So then I reach out. If I can't find their email address, I'll get a hold of their public relations guy and our woman.
Threaten them.
I'll send them an email. Normally they you respond back, and we get them on the show, and we share their music with the public. And we don't do this for profit. We do this, just to do it because we enjoy it. Because I can tell you, I've watched
Because we ain't
guys.
making anything right now anyway.
We got guys that I've seen that have their own podcasts, and they charge like 20, $50 an interview. I'm like, come on, dude. I
Yeah.
pay you $50 to talk on your channel?
Good Lord.
No.
We are undercutting the hell out of them.
Could at least $5. No.
Damn. Yeah, I'll
No.
take some Chuck E. Cheese tokens at this point.
Puddles the Clown music? Never heard of them.
Shane knows some off the wall stuff. He's got like 60 terabytes of music on a hard drive. Like, how you got a hard drive that big? I stole it from my neighbor. Just like I stole my internets.
You know, not to get off topic, but we already are off topic, but say you got Black Friday, right? They're already doing it early.
Yeah.
I've literally seen some tags where they say, oh, it's a sale. Always look behind that tag because the original price is there.
It's
Dude,
usually cheaper.
the original price is cheaper than the on sale price. I'm like, what the heck?
That's why I
Trying to-
wait for White Monday.
That's messed up.
It just should be White Wednesday, huh?
Oh, God. No, it's insane. I don't want to call
They have
any
Cyber Monday. We should just call that White Monday.
Cyber Monday. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I tell you what, I'm looking for a 5080 GPU. That'd be nice, but
Yeah.
I don't want to pay the price they're asking right now.
I'm looking for a 5090, but
I'll tell you-
hopefully
I'll tell
somebody
you.
gives it to me.
I take
If I
donations.
can't afford it. Yeah. My P.O. box is.
No.
Yeah. I keep hoping that the Intel Arc will take off because it's so much cheaper, but it just needs the software to catch up. But it's doing good actually. If you notice, a lot of games on Steam are actually listing the Arc processors as being compatible, so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
They need more competition. Nvidia doesn't have enough competition. I mean, you have
AMD.
AMD, but AMD's not. They're not doing as good as you would think. I'm not saying they're not good graphics processors. It's just it's a whole different architecture. So, your ray tracing and stuff. A lot of times you have to jump through hoops to get that stuff to work.
Yeah, Shane, you're right. It's on purpose. It's
Well,
definitely a monopoly.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why they need competition, so their prices aren't ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
Graphics card for $2,000
Dude,
is
for
nuts.
COVID, man, it's like it reached the 2000 mark and has never come down. That was insane.
Well, they
Like-
saw that they could print their own money. People were paying it anyway, so they're like, well, we'll just keep it there.
Yeah, because before that happened, I remember because I bought whenever it was the 10 series, I bought a 1080 Ti, and it was I think I paid like 300 and something. That was the 10 series. That was that was before COVID. COVID hits, the 30 series came out. Well, they had the 20 series. 30 series
20
came
series
out.
20 series was a little more expensive, but it was still kind of reasonable, I guess, as far as GPUs are concerned.
Yeah. Well, when the 30 series came out, I was like, man, I needed to upgrade my computer. So then I looked for a 30 series. I ended up getting a 3070 Ti, and hell, that thing was expensive, especially during COVID. You had to do one of those, what do you call those, Newegg shuffles?
Mm-hmm.
You had to sit there and wait, and then pick what you wanted, and if you got picked, you got to buy it. So
Yeah. Well, it was a perfect storm of COVID. That time, a lot of countries were mining, so they were buying up all the GPUs, and then they had that shipment problem. Remember that the shipments get stuck or whatnot.
Well, how about the
And
whole truck that got stolen with the EVGA cards over in
yeah,
California?
yeah, I sold them on black market. I mean, I no one knows where they went.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so we'll get back to the craziest
Laws.
laws in Louisiana.
We need a
So,
third because I gotta go get a drink and let a drink out, if you know what I mean.
well, go ahead, man.
Oh man, no, go ahead, do it. I'll hold it in until I pop.
Whatever.
There's probably a law against that though.
Well, I don't know if Nubs will be on anytime soon.
Oh, play
We
some
call it
elevator music.
play some elevator music.
It helps me go.
You just go in my. I need the bathroom. Like Cartman,
Yeah.
make
Ma,
love, make love, not
come in,
Warcraft.
dear.
Dude, that was an episode, huh?
That's so stupid. The
Uh,
sad thing is, there's actually people like that though. They wear
oh my
diapers
God.
and play World of Warcraft for like 3 days straight. Got a
God.
Mountain Dew? No, I don't drink Mountain Dew. You know this. You're not my real friend. Gary's my real friend. He knows I don't drink Mountain Dew. Yeah, they were doing all that too. Uh, Selling chips to. The main problem too was there was not enough semiconductor factories. So you only had two main ones. One was in China, one was in Taiwan. So they had no. There's zero U.S. production of semiconductors. I don't know if that's changed yet. They were supposed to build a plant here. I don't know what happened with it. But yeah, all that mixed together caused those things to be ridiculous. They
Well,
still haven't come down.
you know what? You know what it was? Is they found the materials they needed over in North Carolina, I believe, and that's when that flood happened. Had to move the people out, so now they're,
No.
you know,
So the government caused the flood to keep the prices high, is what you're saying, because they manipulate the weather.
well, they had to buy some land.
Yeah, they had to buy all that land in Hawaii too. You know, the one where they lasered everyone's house away.
It's crazy
There's,
how everything blue survived, huh?
oh yeah, except for the Blue Man Group, they died tragically. From smoke inhalation, not the lasers. That would be
Yeah.
funny. He's got this Blue Man Group in one house, and the whole block is gone. The Blue Man Group is still standing there, and they're like, "What the hell?" The only things left of their house is them.
Oh, good.
Dude, you start harvesting asteroids, that's going to open a whole new problem. The countries will go to war over asteroids. They'll be like, "That's our asteroid,"
Hmm.
and then they'll start having to whip asteroid. You
I
know?
mean, pretty soon, around the Earth, it's going to end up being like, you know, what do you call? Remember we were talking about that? Space
Oh,
Force
too
is
much
trying.
trash.
Space no, Space Force is. They're talking about building like freighters or like instead of like aircraft carriers, they're going to be some in space. That's what their next project is, or that's what their project is now.
They need to
Uh,
build a backhoe in space so they can move all that trash that's up there.
yeah, just put a big magnet, pull all the stuff. No satellites.
Yeah. They need to build a magnet on the moon and then have them all attract to the moon. And then when the moon goes out of orbit, they'd be like, "We screwed up. Everybody run. Create a time machine. Go back in time, warn people." You remember that on the
I'm
movie?
really surprised they're not trying to drill the moon.
Oh, they already tried. They were talking about that before because the moon has was it helium-3 on it? It's supposed to be a really good source of energy or some crap. So they were trying to figure out a way to harvest the helium-3. The problem is that anything that is considered an astral body is not controlled by one country. It's some type of pact they have or some crap. But who knows? China will violate that anyway. So the U.S. will say China violates it anyway, so we'll violate it, and then everyone will violate it, and everyone will be violated. And who knows what'll happen after that? But they did have helium-3 they were going to harvest. The problem with the moon is it's so the sand on the moon, the gritty stuff, that the dust on it eats everything. It's like constant
Excuse me.
having to worry about sandpaper on every single part. The parts that move and everything, and you need all that sealed because it doesn't have an atmosphere. So it's really hard to, from what they say, hard to do stuff on the moon. Okay, you got to cover it for a minute.
Go
I'll be
ahead.
back.
Go ahead. I'll just talk to Shane. He ran off, Shane. Well, let's see. I can go ahead with number 5 and fill him in when he gets back. All right. So, another crazy or weird law in Louisiana: no gargling in public. Again, this law is cited in odd law list. Specific legislation reasoning is obscured. Again, if you question these, you can go to the Morris Bart website, and it's posted in some of his files he has. So pick an appropriate topic. I'm boring. It's all good, man. We just randomly spitball stuff. So we're talking about Louisiana craziest laws, which I've seen way crazier in other states. Let's see. A lot of these are old laws that were never removed. How's it going, Shane?
Yeah, I'm back.
How's that food going? Oh, we're talking about number 5 law: no gargling in public.
Yeah.
It was intended as a public nuisance law,
Because
loud or disruptive.
probably because all the hookers were,
Oh
they're like,
God.
stop all that gargling out there.
Yeah. I did
Old people
find.
don't know what that sound is.
I'll tell you what, man. YouTube will get you for any music, but I did find some royalty-free rock music. Don't even know what it sounds like yet.
Oh, Shane don't know. He's probably got it on his hard drive. He probably the only one that got elevator music on his hard drive. He got all kinds of music. He's an audiophile.
I mean, I like some classical.
Yeah, I don't mind classical. It's just, what's funny is like we went from these huge symphony type music where it's like 15 minutes long for one song to these 3 minute little, like YouTube short type video you know, of music.
You know something? Someone told me why they did that. I think in one of our interviews is most like Spotify, iTunes, uh, radio. You have to be under 4 minutes now
Yeah,
to be able to play your song. So a lot of these artists create stuff that are 4 minutes or less. And
yeah,
the only thing that you'll find that plays for 6 minutes is Metallica.
yep. Because they were grandfathered in, I guess, at that point. The yeah, but we like there's some songs that were like almost 30 minutes long. Way back Mozart, Bach era stuff, and now it's like 3 minute little. It always. I guess it's probably like you said because it follows the what do you call that? but the radio stations set that limit, so then it becomes ubiquitous type of thing.
I guess.
And people have shorter attention spans now too, so like a song wears out as a welcome.
Wearing the same,
You know?
yeah, or listening to the same thing, the same tune. Oh, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, it's all music's fault. It's all radio. Radio turned us into ADHDs. D's nuts.
A show we were talking about the other day was Idiocracy. I don't know if any of the viewers have seen Idiocracy, but
I
man,
thought you were gonna say Mr. Deeds.
that's funny. Yeah,
Oh, I
but
didn't show you. I forgot I didn't show you this one. Did you notice something suspicious about this one? Hey?
you got a tongue ring? What the heck
Uh,
is that?
no. Well, it was all the craze back a few years ago, back in like the early two
Shane, you see
thousands, and
this?
I am a creature of habit.
Oh
Shane's seen
God!
it. He laughs every time. He
You
loves the
should.
way
Did
my
you?
eyeballs shift around in my eye sockets. I
Mm,
can't help it. Please don't joke about it. I'm very sensitive.
hmm. He's been
So
working on this for a couple weeks.
I've been working on a lot of them. I got the Cleveland Brown one too. My name is Cleveland Brown. He's a bit big for that chair. Is that a fat joke? No, 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 no.
He's
Dude, I don't
got
want to.
he's got a lot of free time on his hands.
Not anymore. I use all my free time making those things.
I tell you,
Did you say Freeman?
free time, Freeman. Free time.
I'm not Morgan Freeman. He's my brother. I'm Forgan Freeman. No relation. Yeah, I worked on that one too. I did some of them just ahead so I could put them on different bodies. Like I showed you the other one.
Yeah.
The hold on. This is John Cluck Picard. If
Oh,
I
yeah.
said Wolf's head looked like a fanny, make it so. The eggs, make them over easy. So it's John Cluck. No relation to the captain of the Enterprise. And you know what? It stands. It's you know just Shane can think about when he's cooking his chicken. That chicken lives matter, and I'm here to represent that. You should be ashamed, Shane. Cooking chicken kind. Chickens have feelings too. Especially, they have a lot of them after you cut their head off. That's why they still run around like crazy. Those
Anyway,
feelings have to get out while they're running around with their head off.
while you got the chicken up, number 6 law, wildest law in Louisiana, ingesting bodily fluids during a ritual.
Hey, I'm telling you, that and that last law go hand in hand. The gargling mixed with that one.
Body
Somebody was like,
fluids.
no gargling. What are you
And no
gargling?
ingesting.
Bodily fluids. Okay, no bodily fluids.
Mm,
It's part of the same set of laws.
you know
You got too many.
what happened was one of them service ladies were, you had one of these political figures trying to kiss one and had some bodily fluid in their mouth still.
And she was a Wiccan too, because it was part of a ritual. So it's like,
Uh,
oh, you're doing it for what? Why are you gargling those fluids? It's part of a ritual. Okay, we're gonna end. No, no, doing it as part of a ritual. Dang it! You can't stop my voodoo. It's freedom of religion.
I think there is a law about voodoo too.
If there were to
So,
be a law about voodoo anywhere, it
oh,
would be
hey,
Louisiana.
this one here, it says one list states, or it says, you can be fined up to $25,000 and in prison for 25 years for ingesting blood or fluids as part of a ritual.
Good grief. So basically, every hooker we have in this state is needs to be fined right now today,
Are
and also
in
fined for the
prison for
gargling too.
25,000 or 25 years and
Yeah,
25,000.
yeah, but they also are in violation of the gargling one too. So you got to look that one up as well. We got you on violation of gargling fluids in public, and we got you on violation of ritual. Throw the book at him.
Shane must have went and eat.
Yeah, he's
His food is done. He must be texting or unable to message. Anyway,
busy.
for those of you in Louisiana that has hogs, number 7, hogs must be fed cooked garbage in some parishes. I was like, huh, cooked garbage, huh? So no raw vegetables.
No, you know what that's for? Is because people were feeding bodies to them,
Well, it
and
says
so they're
feeding the raw garbage to hogs can increase disease risks, attract vermin, and create a public health risk.
that's how I was created.
You were
Disease
created
risk.
in a lab, or you could have been instead of or well you could have been gargled, and then instead of ingested, they spit you out, and then you just developed over time.
That's how I like my fetuses: gargled, not stirred.
Oh
The so that last one. What was the gist of it again? Does it have any fines?
man, you talking about the hogs?
Yeah, is there fines for
This
feeding a
one.
dead body? I mean, feeding uncooked body. I mean, feeding stuff to a hog raw.
No, it does not. Doesn't say.
Oh,
And most of these laws are probably not. They they don't. What do you call that?
they're not really enforceable.
No.
Like how does someone know if they're feeding their? I can there probably was a lot of hog farmers here who sold their meat. You know, this was
Mm.
probably before the FDA kind of instituted more laws for what you can and can't do with pork and hogs who are being raised for pork, right? So
Yeah.
that's probably what that law came from. Was prior to that time, it was mainly for the hog farmers saying, "Hey, don't feed them this," so that they don't develop diseases which could possibly pass on to humans or whatever, right? So that law is kind of understandable, um, because it was probably before like the USDA was ever a thing, so there was no body to check the meat and all that stuff. So that law kind of is understandable,
Yeah.
in a way, you know.
Well, when Shane gets done eating his chicken or doing his little voodoo thing, I mean, he can jump on here if he wants.
He's busy.
Is
He's
he?
watching chicken bake. He's
All right.
shaking and baking as hard as he can.
Yeah. So we'll move on to number 8. Oh, yeah, number 8. Insulting players at a sporting event is illegal. Yeah, didn't know that.
It
That's
still
all the
should
time.
be.
That's all the time. Hey,
It still should be illegal. I hope they throw the book at him, especially
uh,
since those sporting events are rigged anyway. So
hmm.
they should throw the book at him.
Says this may have been intended to prevent disorderly conduct, protect athletes, or reduce crowd violence tensions. Hmm.
It was made for them soccer people because they kill each other at them games. Like, not to go too off the subject, but you saw about the NBA thing
No, it didn't.
where they're actually being
Oh, they're indicted.
investigated for. Yeah,
FBI.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I told you this, but a long time ago, I said all that stuff was rigged. All those, all the major league stuff, baseball, football, all of it, it's all rigged. And football, like NBA, is I think still considered a game, a game.
Yeah.
But football is not. It's not classified as such. What the what's the league? What's the football league called? Shoot, NFL.
NFL.
The NFL is classified as something different. So it's classified under the same thing as like wrestling is. I forget what it's called. I think it's classified as entertainment and not sports.
Yeah.
So if they find out that the NFL was rigging games, the NFL can be like, it's a sport. It's not a sport. It's a entertainment. Because you can't if you let's say you bet on a wrestler to win a match, right? Wrestling is pretty much fake. We all know that, right? So
Yeah.
if you bet on a wrestler to win a match and he doesn't win, it's in the script, right? Because it's an entertainment. It's not a game. It's not a sporting game. So that's NFL supposedly is classified as the same thing as that. So that if somebody says, "Oh well, you're rigging the game," well, it's not a game. It's not a sport. It's considered entertainment. It's pretty. It's smart, but very shady. Now, I don't know about baseball. If baseball's considered that or not, it's probably considered a sport.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of things that don't seem like it would be considered sport that they consider sport. So uh, phew, I seen a meme speaking of sports, and it had a video scanning the athletes, right? And when it got to this one, they were like, "I'm betting on the blonde." Well, it was a African male that was like 7'2", was wearing a blonde wig, and I was like, and there, it was like a cross country, thing where they run or something, and I was like, dang, women should be furious, to let a man compete in their sport.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the problem with that came from the 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 feminist movement, especially the last round of it, right. You have your first wave, your second wave, third wave. I think we're on like the fourth wave. They allowed that to be co-opted by those people, right?
Yeah,
And that's why they won't say anything about a man and a woman's sport, and they don't want it. At least the fourth wave feminists and even like some of the third wave don't want people to believe that there's a difference between men and women, that they're the same, they can both compete at the same level and all this stuff, which is just not true. It's patently not true. History has proved it's not true. It's just women don't have the testosterone that makes their bones stronger and their muscles stronger. It's just a fact of life. I'm sorry, it's how it is. That's why those sports were always separated. And so these newer age feminists don't have the will to speak out against it because they're kind of complacent with it.
yeah,
It's a sad thing to see for the ones who've worked their lives as women to get to the peak of what they can do, and in that sport.
only to be
And
beaten by a man.
yeah,
That's. I mean, they should stand up. You know. I
there's
mean,
been a few of them that did, but
you're starting to see it. So we don't want to get too in depth and wrapped up within that, you know, aspect. We all know. We all have our own opinions about it. But if I just know that if I was a woman spending every day to be able to be a winner at, say, the Olympics, I get chosen to go to the Olympics, and I'm competing against a man, you know, Yeah, in my mind, I should think that I could beat him, but in most cases, these guys don't have to train very hard. You know,
Yeah. Well,
so
I don't think it's allowed at the Olympics yet.
this past year,
Is
I
it?
thought, or
It
what
was.
the last, not the past year, but wasn't the last Olympic they had some?
Well, I
Let me
know
look it
that
up.
there was some trying to compete in the lead up to it, but I don't know if it's allowed or not in the Olympics itself. I don't remember if they had changed that or not, but I know they were trying to change it, and last I heard they hadn't. But it's been a while since I messed with all that and looked into all the specifics of it.
Let's see.
For a while they were like, oh, you have to be off of testosterone for X amount of time or be taking this hormone for X amount of time. And it still wasn't fair. Like, I don't, if you want to have a league, right, of your own, not, like the movie, but an actual league of your own of persons who are male who identify as female, why not do that? You know, compete that way.
I don't know. I can't really find any specific information on it. But anyway, we're gonna move on from that anyway. So, oh, what we got here?
Right.
Shane.
Exactly. Yep. They just need a transformer league of their own.
Yep.
Autobots
About
assemble.
yep. Yep. Anyway, moving on
Call
from
it the
that.
Autobot League.
So number 9 in the state of Louisiana, wild wild laws. All right, roller skating on sidewalks. All of us as a kid, we skateboarded, rode bikes, or roller skated. And in Abbeville, Louisiana, it's illegal to roller skate on the sidewalk. Sidewalk are for pedestrian safety. Roller skaters can pose a hazard to walkers, cause damage, or increase liability to properties. Okay.
Municipal.
Yeah. Anyway, I wasn't gonna butcher it.
I almost butchered it. I drank a little bit, so it's.
Uh huh. Yeah, I was just
I
drinking
just say
a little.
mupicinal.
Uh, this is the German Oktoberfest. This is the real stuff, though. I'm not going to show you the label. I'm not sponsored by it yet. No.
And this is the real stuff too. I covered it up. It doesn't want its identity known either, just like me. You see.
Well, you're
So
gonna
you know
love
it's good beer.
you're gonna love number 10. And Shane, if
Uh-oh.
you're listening, the number 10 on
Number 10.
state of Louisiana law, you can go ahead and call the law on disease because mask wearing disguise laws. It is illegal to wear a mask in public except during Mardi Gras.
Well, I don't
So,
wear it in public. I just wear it on the podcast. So I'm in the comfort of my own home, protecting myself from my own bacterias and viruses. People think I wear it because of COVID, because of all the COVID shit. And I'm like, come on, man.
well,
Really?
says the law
I'm
derived
stupid, but
from
I'm not dumb.
the law against masks or disguises in public historically derived from concerns about anonymity used in committing crimes or public mischief. So, but
Yeah.
COVID never stopped that. You know,
I
everybody
only
can.
commit a little bit of public mischief, so I'm all right. I haven't rustled cows in a while, so I'm good.
He just tied an alligator to the fire hydrant. Hence,
Yeah,
that's
that's
why
all I
they
used to
created
do.
that.
Yeah, it all ties together, and I gargled while I did it. Not bodily fluids though. I'll save that for
Yeah.
later. I, gar- I gargled uh, alligator semen while I was.
Oh god. They
Why do
made
you think
three
he was tied on a
they
fire
made
hydrant?
three laws just for you: the
Yeah.
fire hydrant, the gargling, and ingesting bodily fluids.
Yep. And the mask, because I did it all wearing a mask. So,
Oh yeah, four.
yeah, see,
There you
four.
go. Got four laws made just for disease.
And then I fed the bodily fluids to my pigs. Oh,
But anyway, that was enough about, top 10 wildest Louisiana laws. And, before we decide on the next one, what state would you guys like to hear the wildest 10 laws on our next open season? You can put that
Canada.
you can put that in the comments,
The
and
52nd state, Canada.
we'll go ahead and look that up for the next open season that we have. But
Puerto
uh,
Rico, the 51st state.
I could tell you, normally our open seasons, you know, they last for 3 hours when we have more people on here. But I
Yeah.
believe that we're going to be coming to an end here soon. If,
Mario jumped out on us.
well, Mario was busy.
Nah, he's
So
busy.
Mario
He's
is
got friends, you know.
he is part of the Take It or Leave It band that we interviewed, and we became friends, and he joins us occasionally on open season. So
He has.
yeah,
We maybe we get him next time if, after the holidays or something. He's probably busy from now till the first.
yeah, a lot of people are going to be busy for the holidays, but well, disease. If you don't have anything, you know, for the viewers, we'll go ahead and start closing.
Okay, because I gotta go tie alligator to the fire hydrant in a minute. So
All right.
we,
Well,
we need we need to hurry.
that's going to
He's
wrap it
getting
up.
cold. The
That's
pigs are
gonna
starting to eat him.
that's gonna that's gonna wrap it up for this round of BSing with the guys. Big thanks to everyone hanging out with us tonight. The laughs, the stories, the chaos. That's what it's all about. If we had a good time, if you had a great time, just make sure to follow. And I promise, when we get more people on here that are not busy with the holidays and their family, we're gonna. This is gonna last a lot longer than normal. So stay tuned, follow, hit like, subscribe, and share it, spread the word. We'll be back with more unfiltered BS, open season style. From all of us here at BS and with Y Eagle Y, happy holidays. And until next time, keep it real, keep it loud, and keep on BSing.